Hi, people, and welcome back to League Scroll. All your transfer news and any other transfer rumors are up to date. And here we go as we have Arsenal's roster getting all the incomings and the outgoings in the dressing room of the Arsenal. And we'll start off with a new one, which is actually surprising that Thomas Partey could be exiting this season's transfer window and could be exiting Arsenal. He's on the list of maybe potential exits, and it has come. It's unprecedented because Thomas Partey has done well. He hasn't lived to the expectation of what we actually expected him to, but well, the 30-year-old is running out of contract, just left 2 years on his contract, and there is real interest from Europe, as allegedly they say, and from Saudi Arabia, as we have said before. They are interested in all these good players and getting kind of old. And being seen, the Wolves man, this guy, Ruben Neves, has joined one of the Saudi Arabia Pro League teams. It's only right that will be linked, even Granit Xhaka will be linked to an exit to the Saudi Arabia, even though he's linked to Bayer Leverkusen. The Saudi Arabia interest in these aging players in Europe is real. So we'll have to wait and see how that will pan out. But really, if we'll be losing Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey during this transfer window, it will be a mess because we were on a rebuild, as we were on a process, as we rightly put it, and it will be only right to go quick into the market and seal these deals of interest that we have been linked to, like Declan Rice, the likes of Havertz, maybe. I don't know. There's these experienced players in Thomas Partey and Xhaka. They are not that bad for Arsenal, but it only depends on what the manager has seen and is potentially wanting as a progress on his rebuild of the Arsenal. So yeah, Arsenal will be quite running a risk of letting two experienced midfielders leave in one transfer window, and such an exodus could be detrimental to the rebuild that Mikel Arteta and Edu have. And we're judging by last season, we finished second in the league with these two experienced players and a few additions like Jorginho from Chelsea. So I don't know if we are left with Jorginho in the midfield with no backup, with Thomas Partey potentially allegedly out the door, and Granit Xhaka could be leaving also. The Granit Xhaka one is actually, he'll be waiting if Arsenal get a replacement, then he'll be potentially leaving Arsenal, but he won't be just leaving Arsenal quickly as we could have thought, because he still has, like, I think a year left in his contract. So we'll have to wait and see, but that is kind of tricky. We'll have to sell one and replace him quick before the transfer window ends in I think September or something. Surely, also, if they exit, then Declan Rice should be sealed as soon as possible. As we have seen the previous week, the first 80 million deal of Declan Rice was it was a structured deal for 6 years. It was refuted by West Ham. They saw it as a joke, and allegedly they were very angry with the proposal of Arsenal going. So Arsenal went in second with a second deal and structured it on a 2 year installment of 80 million pounds again, and it was refuted. So allegedly, also there are a lot of alleges, yeah, and Arsenal went in, are potentially going in with a third, and I hope this is a third and final bid, because we never want to prolong a deal this long for such a potential and the best player of West Ham. You have to go there and show them that you're serious in taking their guy. And the guy also has personal terms agreed with Arsenal. So you have to be serious when you are approaching their management. And maybe if they approach them this week, allegedly £100 million deal, I don't know how the structure will be, but I hope West Ham also take it seriously and they give us this guy so that we can move on to other positions. Yeah, so also there's this Havertz, as said earlier, he only wants to join Arsenal, and Arteta has seen an opportune time to seal this deal from Chelsea because he wants to bolster his, maybe it's midfield. Midfield is the priority for Arsenal this season, and sealing this one quickly won't be a problem. The deal is maybe structured on something like a £60 million deal with Chelsea. I don't know if it's still worth that, but we really need people in, and the money shouldn't be the problem. We're back in Champions League. This could be a good signing for the Champions League and also the domestic cups, and with potentially some great many exoduses during this transfer window, will need to bolster the side. So it will be one to watch during the coming days to see if Arsenal are serious. Let's say this week, if we actually get one done, it's a good show. So we'll have to see on that. But on to some different news, and this is surprisingly enough that we have seen on social media Alexis Sanchez and Mikel Arteta were on call, and Alexis Sanchez was kind of looking to get back to Arsenal, and I think he's seen the progress that is happening at Arsenal, and the way that he left Arsenal was kind of tricky, wasn't good. Leaving Arsenal to Manchester United, which didn't go so well, you know. The grass is not always greener on the other side. So, yeah, his name resonated in the Emirates for a while. He went to the red side, the red side of Manchester, did a bit there. I don't think he won any trophy. He even scored against us, but he just wants to come back. He has done well at Marseille during this season's campaign. He is doing bits, but the guy has been injured for a while at Inter, has been injured for a while at even Marseille. So I don't think, and his the edge profile isn't exactly what Mikel Arteta is looking for in a forward at Arsenal, judging by what he has been going for in the market, the likes of Gabriel Jesus, the likes of Trossard, and I don't think that. So Mikel Arteta anyway told him it's not right, and the Marseille man could actually be getting interest from the Saudis. They have money to spend on these prolific players, and Arsenal is not the right call for him at this moment. But it's always right to see your previous good players interested in getting back to Arsenal. Yeah, even Aaron Ramsey previously has stated he could actually be wanting to go to get back to Arsenal, but you know how it goes. Once you're a Ghana, you're always a Ghana. But yeah, we move, we move. But some good news and better news incoming is that Tierney has gotten assurance from Mikel Arteta that he wants him on the side, on the Arsenal side, and is not on the transfer list this season. So the interest from Newcastle and I don't know, maybe overseas, have been thwarted, and Tierney could be staying at Arsenal for another season. He's still contracted at Arsenal. I think he has like 2 years left on his contract. Yeah, it will be good to cash in on such a guy and bring better, but Tierney isn't that bad. He's a fan's favorite also, as you have seen before, and still, and he's also a leader. He's also a leader in the dressing room, so he's not someone you just lose in the markets, and trying to that will be actually tricky. Trying to strengthen your opposition, like Newcastle are also in the Champions League. We are also in the Champions League, and we'll be needing experienced players to bolster the squad into the next season. It's a young squad, and yeah, it needs that adhesiveness going into so much competition in the Champions League, the EPL. We've been title contenders this season, and next season we'll definitely want to challenge also. So it will be good to retain some guys who have been there before. Yeah, and always call this is a fan favorite, and rightly so, because he has been impeccable. He has given impeccable performances during the Corona period, and even after. He has been challenged with various injuries, and but that shouldn't be an outright, outright like feature to send this guy off to another team. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Otherwise, you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Love for the love, people. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment below on more content, and keep visiting the page, and keep popping up on your timeline with more transfer news, more transfer rumors, and let's see. There's also a new one that Arsenal could be going in for another centre back. So, like Mark Gehi from Crystal Palace could be on the radar of Arsenal. He's a good centre back, so to speak. And let's see if that is a concrete interest from Arsenal. He could be a good backup to Gabriel Magalhaes. He needs a backup there. But the squad is gonna be filled. There's gonna be more exodus coming in with the likes of Maitland-Niles, the first exodus from Arsenal. And yeah, so that's that for today, guys. Follow our social media pages. We are in Facebook, League Scroll. We are in Twitter, League Scroll. We are in Instagram, and let's keep engaging in those pages. We are on TikTok also. That's new, and we'll be doing some live on TikTok also. So yeah, League Scroll on all platforms, and never forget, soccer is a big deal. Football is a big deal. And I'll see you on the next one. Adios. Hi, people, and welcome back to League Scroll. Yeah, yesterday was MIA. I've been feeling a bit under the weather. Yeah, and but I'm okay. And yeah, we move. So let's talk about the transfer rumor that has been on the airwaves, and it's also about Arsenal. Arsenal have actually been doing a couple of been interested in a lot of players, and we are in Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber, as we all know, has been linked to Manchester United, having acquired Lisandro Martinez. And so the guy is an Ajax player. He was a player under Eric Ten Hag. And now, surprisingly, has been linked to Arsenal, and will be heading to the Gunners. He personally is interested in joining the project at Arsenal, and it's a matter of time. He has a release clause, which hasn't been disclosed yet, but Ajax and Arsenal are ready to be in contact, direct contact, and the player himself wants to join Arsenal, and is happy with the project and whatever Mikel Arteta is doing so far. So yeah, he's top of the list of targets, and I didn't know that Arsenal could be going for defenders during this transfer season. But yeah, that's a big one. That's a good one, and I hope he's a good player enough to give competition to the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba, who has been a bit under the weather himself throughout the season with the back injury. So yeah, he has been previously linked to Manchester United, as we all know, and but having attracted Mikel Arteta's interest, and Arsenal being on the up and up this season, I think it's not that surprising that every young player, every young player, young profile, prolific players, and also this guy is versatile. He can play in the right back, he can play in the center back, he can play in the as a defensive midfielder. He's a young guy who can be molded into any player he wants to. So that's why he's choosing the right project in Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Of course, it is unprecedented, but that is what transfer news and rumors is here for. Now, is it concrete? Let me ask you, is it a concrete thing? Yeah, it is a concrete news because David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano have reiterated the interest is real in addition to an alternative man included on the list of the defenders. Now, just hold on, there is also another name on the list of defenders. However, Jurrien Timber tops the list, but we have another one with Mohamed Simakan. I haven't heard of this guy ever before, but I think he's a good guy. He plays for, I think, Benfica or something in the Portuguese league or something. I think Mohamed Simakan has been linked to Arsenal. He's also a defender, and if things fall through for this Timber interest, I think we'll be heading for Mohamed Simakan. But we'll have to see. I think I always prefer to go for the person on the top of the list. When you have shown interest in this guy, you go for him, and I hope Jurrien Timber is the guy for us this summer as a backup defender. Timber is also keen, which is also actually good for Arsenal. The guys that you are interested in go all out to say that we are interested in joining Arsenal and coming to improve the side. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, I think the price tag will be maybe 50 million pounds. The price tag for Jurrien Timber will be maybe 50 million pounds or less, which shouldn't be a problem if Arsenal are out and out going for the likes of this guy Kai Havertz from Chelsea, and have agreed a deal worth 65 million pounds for the guy. I think this could be only right to go for a young centre back, prolific and versatile defender from Ajax, which is also a ground for developing young and good talent. 50 million price tag wouldn't be hard to manage for Arsenal. So yeah, the ball is on Arsenal's court. Edu and Mikel Arteta will have to decide how far they are going to take this or how quickly they are going to take this, because by July will be entering into the uh, preseason tour to the Bundesliga side, German side, let me say, which is Adidas, the Adidas headquarters in Germany, and then head out to America for the American tour to play with the All Star MLS All Star uh, players. So I think Arsenal should be ready and should be equipped with all the players they have. However, I've seen all the players that Arsenal have on international duties, and they're all performing right from the front to the back. I think Bukayo Saka just recently scored his first hat trick in his international career, and that's a good show. We have the likes of who? Even Kivior for Poland has scored goal after goal in consecutive games in their quest for Euro qualifiers 2024. And yeah, the other thing is that it's a big one, and Kai Havertz is here we go soon, joining Arsenal, and we are exhilarated to be making the first signing of the season. And if it's Kai Havertz, I think he could settle in quickly. He's in London, and his medicals are actually scheduled as early as this evening or tomorrow, but that's actually 90% complete, and it could be announced as early as the weekend. So yeah, Kai Havertz. No one ever saw that coming, but he's gonna be an Arsenal player very soon. I remember we were linked to him when he was at Bayer Leverkusen, but ended up joining Chelsea because they were on the up and up. It's always these types of players you get when you're doing well and you keep rebuilding on your team. Yeah, so that is Arsenal and Jurrien Timber will be announced also soon enough. But for now, let's get down with the midfield of Arsenal with the likes of Kai Havertz being linked. It's 90% done. And we have the other one, Declan Rice. We hope Arsenal will get in with another improved bid to West Ham so that we can get this done. And if we get these two, we can think about Thomas Partey's exit or not. Granit Xhaka could be exiting to Bayer Leverkusen. No one knows how this midfield is going to look like because we are used to the likes of Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka in the midfield. And how is it going to be solid than before? Is it going to be fluid? Because these are new players being incorporated into an already cohesive, or let me say adhesive team. And I don't know how it's going to look, but yeah, we have to trust Mikel Arteta and Edu's business. But yeah, there are more transfer news that I want to talk about because we also have Manchester City have agreed a deal with Chelsea to get the like of Mateo Kovacic from Chelsea. So Chelsea are actually losing many midfielders. Kante is in Saudi Arabia. Kovacic is joined Manchester City, and we have Kai Havertz joining Arsenal. So it's going to be another new look in Chelsea's rebuild. So the 600 million pounds spent during the last season is, I don't know, it's gonna be a process that we'll have to see the next coming years if that was the right spending criteria for the new owner of Chelsea. And we don't know who or which players they'll be going for. We have Caicedo is on top of their list as a replacer for Kante, and that will be a good replacement in the Chelsea lineup. And yeah, so Manchester City have gone for Kovacic, Arsenal have gone for Kai Havertz. The likes of Manchester United are still dormant because they have their hands full with the takeover drama and whatever thing that is going on there. But maybe they'll be doing their business towards the end of the season or before the transfer, the tour, the preseason tour commences. But we'll have to see. So the likes of Manchester City, Arsenal have been more active during this early period of the transfer window. So let's see if any other teams will be joining this conversation in the next few weeks. But this is just the early beginnings. Yeah, we'll see the likes of Onana, the Inter goalkeeper. He's linked to Manchester United with David De Gea potentially exiting. That's one for Manchester United fans to look out for, which we'll discuss in our next one. David De Gea really leaving Manchester United? That is, after how many seasons? The guy has been always solid even when they are not good at all. So let's see how that will be going. But the big one is Kai Havertz is a done deal. And Jurrien Timber, here we go soon. I'll see you on the next one. Leave a comment, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Adios. Hi people, and welcome back to Link Scroll. Yeah, we are back with more transfer updates and transfer news, transfer rumors, and all that shenanigan. And we'll get straight into it with the first news that is in and Manchester City are chasing Josko Gvardiol. As we all know, Josko Gvardiol is the guy who uh, put his name out there in the World Cup 2022 Qatar when he played against Messi. Did a bit of a blunder there, but also this guy is a Croatian international who has been on the news for his prowess in uh, the defensive heart of the defense for the Croatian team and the Leipzig team. So yeah, he's a right back and a good talent, which Pep rates quite highly, and high enough that Leipzig have also slapped 100 million euros price tag on the Croatian international, and they want him to be the most expensive centre back ever. If that's going to be possible, we'll have to wait and see what comes out of Pep's camp. But as we all know, Pep Guardiola and Manchester City have been successful in the front of winning trophies, and that only means that they have acquired more income from winning all this. They are the current treble winners and European champions, and it will not be hard for them to go all out and get Josko Gvardiol for over 100 million euros. Yeah, because they have gone out there before they were treble winners and took Aston Villa's Jack Grealish for £100 million. Oh, so that was a hefty price tag for an English international, and he has done well. He's now a treble winner and has been influential in them winning that Champions League, the first Champions League trophy for Manchester City. So I think Manchester City will go all out, because especially when Pep rates a player as high as he has for Josko, I think he might be one to watch out in the coming days, as I think the personal terms are already agreed with Josko and he wants to join Manchester City. He is a good talent, he's young, he's a 24-year-old international Croatian, regular international, and I think he'll do well in their right back with the aging Kyle Walker. And also he's versatile, so Pep will have a good guy in Josko Gvardiol, but we'll have to wait and see, as Pep's camp has to be in agreement with Leipzig, and Leipzig themselves want him as the next biggest and most expensive defender in the world. We'll have to see, is he better than Virgil van Dijk when he was that good? Is he better than any other defenders that I could name off head, Sergio Ramoses and all that? But under Pep, he can thrive. We'll have to see. Number 2, Mason Mount to Manchester United has taken a turn. As we all know, Manchester United are quite interested in Mason Mount. The English international is not out of favor in Chelsea's dressing room, but Chelsea are going through a rebuild, and as we all know, his career was on the up and up, and that could trail him back, and he could be in a new rebuild. He has seen different managers come and go, and he's already having agreed personal terms with Manchester United. Not a problem. Manchester United have now, together with Eric Ten Hag, suggested that the recent £55 million bid they have made as the recent one is the best they can go, and they can't risk overpaying for any player during this summer transfer window. So Mount's desire is to join Man United. Man United want the guy, but they don't want to overpay. This is going to be a lengthy process. They have given the final bid of theirs and are willing to walk away if Chelsea don't agree on taking that. Chelsea value the player on £65 million, nothing less. So we'll have to wait and see. Chelsea haven't responded yet. So it's something. Earlier on, they had said that Manchester United are walking away, but current news from relevant resources on relevant sites on Fabrizio Romano and the likes of Ornstein have suggested that Manchester United haven't walked away, but that was the final bid they gave, and they think £55 million for Mason Mount is the right price tag in this window. And they believe that they can still acquire him during this summer. Chelsea also believe they can still let him go, but we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be lengthy. Manchester United have more on their plate with the takeover thing and all that. So if they could get this done early, they can still concentrate on other players under the takeover. But we'll have to wait and see. For me personally, I think if this takes a while, as Manchester United has suggested, they'll walk away and seek different midfielders because they have more on their plate. And as I was saying, Chelsea are crude negotiators, and they have lost already Kante. They have lost Kai Havertz to Arsenal. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. They could actually keep him for one more season, maybe, and release him in the January transfer season. So this could take a while, but we'll have to wait and see. It's not a here we go. Mason Mount is interested and has chosen his desire to join United. So we'll have to see. United fans will have to wait and see that. On to other news. Number 3, it's all about Arteta. Arteta has recently been in an interview with Marca Football. It's a Spanish, Spanish journalist, a Spanish journalist for Marca Football, and he spoke about Havertz when he was interviewed, and all he had was praise for the German machine, and that only says that the German machine, Kai Havertz, is a gunner, and here we go. Arteta never speaks of players who are not at the club. When he's asked in any interview about any player who is not an Arsenal player, he always suggests that he won't speak of any players who are not our players. So I think it's only right to say that it's a here we go. Kai Havertz to Arsenal is a done deal. Paperwork is not yet signed, I know, and still the guy hasn't undertaken his medicals, but I know it's getting done within the next week before June ends. Yeah, he was asked about PSG rumors because PSG, I think there were rumors that they wanted him as a manager, but he brushed it off and he feels comfortable and appreciated by the owners at Arsenal. From me, that only means that business is only yet to start during the summer window, and if that is how it is, I think it's going to be a good show for Arsenal fans and for the Gunners in the next season. And yeah, he has a lot to offer for this team, for this club, as he said, quote unquote. Yeah, so Mikel Arteta is here to stay, and having only signed an extension to his contract, I think he's going to stay for a while. He wants to do a lot for this club. He's passionate about Arsenal. It's not just doing his work. This is his first biggest managerial career. So speaking about his rumors of joining any other team as soon as Arsenal are number 2 and are challenging and are back into the UCL, is just wide off the mark. Let's give him some time and he'll do good in Arsenal. I hope he wins the league for Arsenal. It's been a while. Yeah, he wants to create a sustainable team. That is what all Arsenal fans want, to compete on all fronts. And I think in Mikel, I personally trust, judging by the progress I've seen in the Premier League through the 3 years since 2020, when he took charge of Arsenal, won his first trophy in the FA Cup during the Corona period, and now we have more on to the next level. I think Arsenal are going to be better and better with a young squad which will grow on to be better and win trophies together. So yeah, let's see how that is gonna go. And number 4 on our rivals in the North London, I think Tottenham have done it. They have gotten their, I think, keeper, second keeper, and they recently acquired a new manager in Postecoglou. So also this rebuilding Tottenham, but Postecoglou's first number one assignment is to get Madison into the club. So that is something new. He wants the midfielder from Leicester. Leicester have been relegated, unfortunately, but he has that as his priority list. Moreover, they also want defenders. So they have a list of defenders in Tapsoba, Van de Ven, and another centre back, which they haven't yet mentioned, but there's still no decision on the priority defender they want. But Tottenham will be getting a defender also during this window transfer. So yeah, Newcastle themselves have sealed Sandro Tonali's deal, who is yet to sign his deal, yet to be unveiled to the Newcastle fans, but it's a here we go for Sandro Tonali from AC Milan to Newcastle, who have been massive during the previous campaign and have done well back in the Champions League after quite a while. It's been a while, and they have to bolster their squad if they are going to compete on all fronts. Yeah, AC Milan themselves had an option in this deal, and in the contract they have slapped a 10% sell-on clause. So if Newcastle wish to sell him in the future, they will have to pay a 10% guaranteed transfer fee to AC Milan, and that is only right. And yeah, so that is all for what I had prepared for the transfer news, rumors, and updates this week. And you guys have a nice day. It's a Sunday, it's a bright Sunday today. I'm wearing warm because I'm still recovering, and I'm happy today. I'm bright. Yeah, you guys have a good day. Keep warm, keep be healthy. Yeah, health is good, and you guys drink water and keep yourselves busy, because it's only right to be busy. Don't be idle. And I'll see you on the next one. Here we go for Kai Havertz to Arsenal coming soon.
Like and follow.